Sir Chester, I'm gonna miss you. I'm really gonna miss you after all of this is over. So, I really am gonna just... Oh, man. Why am I feeling so sad about leaving? I don't know. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 84 of Pokemon Sword. So on the last time with Pokemon Sword, we participated in the Galarian Star Tournament, and we won said tournament. Leon thought it would be a one-time thing, but of course we know it's a feature. So, yeah, you can do the Galarian Star Tournament as much as you want. So, today, we're going to do some light reading here today. Because I made it a point that once we gotten every single league card, we would be able to read them. And that basically gives us all the lore that you need to know about these characters that we've grown to like. Some of the characters you may have grown to not like, but hey, it's whatever, it's fine. You don't have to like any of these characters, but I like them. Shush. Alright, so without any further ado, let's get to some reading. Hop. This is his regular league card. This Pokemon trainer got endorsed to take part in the gym challenge by his brother, the reigning champion, Leon. Hop claims to have watched all Leon's matches. Commentators speculate that as a result, he might be quite the force to be reckoned with. The champion himself has said that his brother has potential, but his carefully hoarded knowledge can go to waste as he tends to get easily flustered in battle. It's said that Hop's partner Wooloo is a great help to him in both in battle and with chores around the house. Leon, regular. Leon is known far and wide for taking part in the gym challenge at the tender age of 10 years old, and even more so for claiming his victory in the Champion Cup on his first attempt. Ever since that victory, he and his partner Charizard have remained unbeaten in both league and exhibition matches. He is called the unbeatable champion and is a hero to many trainers. He has but one weakness, a dismal sense of direction. But don't worry, wherever he ends up, he makes sure everyone has a champion time. As his catchphrase should. Milo's regular league card. This trainer was born as the son of farmers. He has honed his strength, stamina, and skill as a Pokemon trainer from a young age by working together with his Pokemon. Because of his gentle nature, he has trouble going all out on weaker opponents, which is why his gym is the first one for challengers to attempt during the gym challenge. He always wears his boots, as apparently they let him dig his heels when he needs to. As a spectre of buff farmer, I love him. Nessa's regular league card states, her father is a fisher, and her mother works in the marketplace. Perhaps because of her parents, she grew up playing with water-type Pokemon and eventually made it all the way to being a gym leader. She met Sonia during their gym challenge, and they continue to be close friends. Nessa often gives Sonia fresh seafood from Hulbury. She has declared that Milo of Turffield is her rival, but Milo responded by saying that his rival is himself. Himself as a rival, I can't imagine why that would be. Kaboo's regular league card. Kaboo is a Pokemon trainer who was invited from the Hoenn region. There were a few times where he was very close to becoming champion, but victory always seemed to elude him at the last moment. Because of this, he adopted a no-holds-barred approach to battling for a time. But even that did not bring him the results he wanted. He even dropped to the minor division at one point, but after a fantastic battle with Leon, he regained faith in his own potential. His motto is to keep learning and training as long as he is alive. That shows how cool he is. Kaboo's a cool guy. Rose's regular league card. Mr. Rose is in fact a talented trainer, coming in second place for a past champion cup. As the chairman of the Pokemon League, and as the president of a large business conglomerate, he is truly a hero of the Galar region, working tirelessly to ensure its prosperity. Though his thoughts and words don't always match, and thus many say it's hard to tell what he is talking about. In fact, it is said that only his secretary can tell what his true intent is. Note, the above text was submitted by his secretary. Kind of shows that devotion, am I right? Beedsley card. Bede spent some time living in an orphanage after his family ran into some trouble when he was young. AKA they died! He had always had difficulty getting along with others and would constantly get into fights. That is, until one day Chairman Rose visited the facility. Rose gave Bede a Pokemon, which changed Bede's life forever. He showed talent as a trainer and threw himself into Pokemon battles, becoming stronger by the day. He has joined the gym challenge with an endorsement from the chairman himself. And Bede plans to prove that the chairman's faith was not misplaced. Again, gives you some lore that you don't really need to know, but it's nice to learn. It's like Kirby in a way, where you don't need to learn the lore of each boss encounter, but it's nice to learn. Opal's League card. Opal is the oldest gym leader in the Galar region. She took over for her mother 70 years ago and has kept the position since. However, she feels her own values have reached their limits, and thus she is currently looking for a worthy successor. She claims that she gives deliberately tricky quizzes because people reveal their true colors when in a pinch. But many speculate that in reality, she does it out of pure spite. Man, she is really good. Man, she's so good. Did I skip over them? No, I didn't. Okay. Raihan's League card. Raihan is commonly regarded as the most skilled gym leader in the Galar region. He has striven for victory in every environment, and as a result, he has adopted a battle style where he utilizes weather effects to their fullest. It is rumored that he could easily become another region's champion should he choose to move, but it seems that to Raihan, defeating Leon is much more important. His uploaded selfies are quite popular. Occasionally, he'll post a photo that only shows a sandstorm. Goes to show you, am I right, guys? Am I correct? I'm correct, isn't it? Yes, I am correct. Marnie's League card. As a child, she was timid and a bit of a crybaby. Oh, so she's Sailor Moon. Got it. However, she became more cheerful as she played with the Pokemon she received from her brother, and her talents as a trainer also grew greatly. She joined the gym challenge because she wishes to breathe life back into her dilapidated hometown. But she says that she's been somewhat distracted by the boutiques throughout Galar. Though many in Spike Myths see her as a local celebrity, she herself has no interest in pursuing fame. However, she does appreciate the support of Team Yell, her personal cheering squad. See? Like, Team Yell is just a goon squad. Like, nothing more. That's how teams should be. They can be an evil organization if they want to, yes. But they're more like goons now, and I appreciate it. Beasley card. Given special attention from her parents, Bee trained hard with her partner Pokemon since a very young age. This has honed her judgment skills, and she is able to remain calm and collected even when facing dire situations in battle. This leads to many to think she lacks emotion, but the truth seems to be that she doesn't want to show weakness. She is sometimes known to show her true feelings to her partner Pokemon during battles. She is secretly a huge fan of various sweets, and this has recently been found out by our fans. The additional attention has made enjoying sweets a little difficult. No, not really. I would enjoy that. I would enjoy that, like, very much. If you're playing Pokemon Shield, you would basically get Alistair's League card at the same time as getting Beasley card. And his lead card is as follows. He is a young, mysterious trainer who has taken the mantle of gym leader at a very young age. He has never been known to remove his mask in public. In fact, he has at least 100 masks of the same design, just to keep spares handy should his mask fall off for some reason. He claims to have developed the ability to see deceased ghost-type Pokémon after an accident he had when he was 4 years old. But the truth is still a mystery. And you would get Alistair's rare lead card at the same time you get B's rare lead card. And this is what it looks like. Look at his face. This is a photo that happened to capture Alistair in his locker room. He can be seen clutching the mask that normally hides his face, no doubt confronting the fears and insecurities he feels within. Even though he has taken the role of gym leader at a very young age, it's clear that off the pitch, he is still very much a normal boy. However, one mystery remains. Nobody knows who took this photo. Some even claim it was the work of ghost-type Pokémon. Could very well be a reference to the fact that to the ghost trial in Sun and Moon, where you have to take a photo of like a Mimikyu before you freaking battle the total Mimikyu, I guess. But you know, it's a thing. Anyway, Gordy's lead card. Gordy is a young rising star that many suspect will be champion someday. Though rock-type Pokemon are typically known for being rough and unrelenting, Gordy has worked hard to achieve victory through a refined and graceful battle style. He always tries to keep his fans happy and thus is very popular among the audience. On the other hand, he has a surprising tendency of shutting himself away in the locker room when he is defeated, making post-defeat interviews a rarity. This doesn't bother most of his fans, though, and they see this behavior as endearing. So basically, in other words, he's a big softy. In Pokemon Shield, you would get Melody's lead card and her rare lead card at the same points as Gordy's normal and rare lead cards. And before we get to Piers, we're going to go through both of them. Melanie's normal lead card states, Melanie has been a gym leader since she was in her 20s. She is also known as a very effective coach, but her coaching style is incredibly strict. Her battle style is fittingly severe and stoic as well. Any gym trainers who manage to remain under Melanie are sure to be powerful opponents. Thus, many see Sir Chester Stadium as a major roadblock for gym challengers. Many quietly speculate that Melanie's harsh battle style is due to a fight she had with her son. And according to Melanie's rare lead card, Melanie wanted Gordy to take over as the gym leader in Sir Chester, while Gordy wanted to dedicate himself to rock-type Pokemon. The Pokemon battle between the two ended up dividing the whole town. Ever since that day, Melanie and Gordy hardly ever see each other. That being said, Melanie supposedly managed to become the first member of Gordy's fan club. Gordy seems to have a complicated expression in their photo together. But then again, that may just be one's own imagination. If I can diverge to Gordy's rare lead card for a little bit. Gordy is one of the top trainers in the Galar region, but both in terms of popularity and skill. This strict training style means that his gym has few gym trainers, but he does have quite the fan base. Gordy does his best to make sure his fans are happy, often giving out autographs or hosting events. There are currently 3 photo albums of Gordy, all published through the support of his fan base. This card also shows another special photo, specifically for the purpose of a photo, taken specifically for the purpose of at a photo studio. It's not exactly clear about what Melanie's and Gordy's relationship is in game, but looking at all the factors and everything, it turns out that Gordy and Melanie are mother and son. Pier's league card, his normal one. Spikemouth lacks a power spot that would allow Pokemon to Dynamax, and thus, not many fans come to visit the town. Pierce feels responsible for allowing his town to fall into obscurity and dilapidation. Once in battle, Pierce tends to get riled up and often will reveal his strategy early on, but he has the strength and skill to triumph regardless. However, his true passions are singing and songwriting, and his talents in those fields are well known. As such, he currently hopes that his younger sister will take over as gym leader. And now we get on to the rares. So for Milo's rare league card, though his record isn't the best due to his focus on simply having fun in battles, Milo himself is incredibly strong. The rolls of hay used in this gym challenge weigh each weigh over 770 pounds. Yet, Milo can roll them around easily. God damn, man, he has the strength. Wooloo tend to roll around too, and sometimes they can get carried away and roll on out of the gym stadium. It has become quite common in Turf Field to see the whole town chasing after Milo, who is in turn chasing after a stray Wooloo, along with Yamper. Milo's the best thing. I love him. Nessa! Hey, baby, how you doing? This is her rare league card. Nessa is incredibly popular, both as a gym leader and as a model. Many people even think that gym leader Nessa and the model Nessa are two different people, since she shows a completely different attitude in each role. She had the misfortune of being defeated in the first match of the finals, and those who knew of her indomitable nature worried that this would impact her work as a model. Despite her loss, she was still able to give her fans a perfect smile. Things are not nearly as peaceful with her gym, however. The Dynamax event. The Dynamax event. Kabu's rare league cards. Interview with Challenger Kabu. How do you see your own battle style? Just straightforward, direct. I'm still young, so I try to keep things simple. Just burn as hard as I can, you know? Still, I've hit a bit of a losing streak, so I've tried to incorporating Will-O-Wisp into my Pokemon's moveset. That's one thing I want to tell everyone. Experiment with every possibility of your Pokemon. Moves, abilities, items. Try everything, and there's sure to be a path forward. B's rare league card. Look at that! Look at that. In order to become strong, one must face opponents who are stronger than oneself. Even if defeat seems inevitable, B will still go all out and try to at least draw. It's possible that the strict, one might even say too strict, training from her stern parents has left a burden on young B, taking away her smile. So, who has seen B smile? Her family? Her Pokemon? Or maybe someone else entirely? Or maybe that someone is us! She has a cute smile. Opal's rare league card. Opal has thrust the duties of gym leader onto Bede, who's had his gym challenger status revoked. That being said, she still shows up at the gym stadium every day giving unsolicited advice, coming up with new quiz questions, and practicing various performances. What is this pink? She insisted others to show her. Maybe a clue lies in a comment she made during an old interview. Keep thinking about the right answer, and eventually you'll create the right answer. We already saw Gordy's rare league card, so let's go over to Piers. Here are some words from Piers when he first became the gym leader of Spikemouth. The name's Piers. It's too bad we can't Dynamax our Pokemon in Spikemouth. But you could say we have a more authentic style of Pokemon battles. And I plan on showing that off. And well, I have a younger sister, and she's got way more talent than me. But until she's old enough to become gym leader, I'll keep rocking with my crew and make sure that Spikemouth stays lively. Raihan's rare league card. Raihan started taking selfies as to never forget the pain of his defeats. But more recently, he has taken photos showing off his training routine, his fashion choices, and the like, causing some fans to leave harsh comments on whatever he loses to Leon. It's true that Raihan is on a 10-0 losing streak against Leon, but no other Pokemon trainer has managed to KO as many of Leon's Pokemon as Raihan has. Raihan no doubt looks forward to taking a selfie after finally defeating Leon. Oh, so he has to deal with negative comments, eh? The Pokemon social media must be really strict indeed. Oh my god, this image. Beats rare league card. He was appointed by the former gym leader Opal to become the new leader of Bolonli Stadium. The general consensus is that Bede's harsh training has in fact mellowed him out. Though he himself has never confirmed or denied this, it should be noted that he no longer refuses to give autographs. Additionally, it seems that his skills as a Pokemon trainer has also increased rather dramatically. Recently, his intrusion during the finals at the Champion Cup has gained popularity, and fans wish to see that kind of performance again. Bede himself is not sure how to react. I mean, when you face off against that guy, who would know? Ball guy, we finally get to learn about this boy. This mysterious figure has taken it upon herself, to dress up in the fashion of the Pokemon League's official mascot. The mysterious individual is known to many as the Ball Guy, but in point of fact, all are mystified when it comes to this person's true identity or age or even gender. While the Ball Guy is known for his habit of handing out rare Pokeballs here and there around Galar, it's a mystery as to why or even where these balls come from. It's all very mystifying. Like I said, who is this guy? Who is Ball Guy? Who is this person? Nobody knows. Hop, look at this dude. Hop's rare league card. This trainer ultimately was defeated in the final match of the Champion Cup semifinals. However, many gym leaders speak highly of his battle style, where he let his Pokemon battle freely and really enjoyed themselves. During the incident with Eternatus, he provided vital assistance in resolving the situation, proving beyond doubt that he is a skilled trainer in his own right. It is expected that his battles with the new champion will be the stuff of legend. I wonder if Hop knows that. I wonder if he's finally had his tale of legend. Marnie looks so cool. She was appointed as the new gym leader of Spike Myth by her brother Piers. Piers caught Morpeko and gave it to her when she was 5. She still finds herself at the mercy of Morpeko or Morpeko, whichever one. I'm going to go with Morpeko. Morpeko's mood swings even now. The local dialect of Spike Myth has a distinct kick to it, and many of Marnie's fans have started mimicking her. Marnie won't change her expression, even when she gets angry. But once something sets her off, she stays angry for a long time. I imagine. This was a bad guy, everybody! Chairman Rose's league card states, rare league card states, Chairman Rose is a dedicated philanthropist who spent much of his own time and money researching the ancient disaster known as the Darkest Day, in order to solve all of Galar's energy issues. He firmly believes that his actions speak louder than words and will often make decisions without revealing his thinking to others. For better or for worse, it is this style of leadership that has allowed the Macrocosmos conglomerate to grow into what it is today. Note, the above text was submitted by his secretary. Don't even get any lore for that. Look at these dudes. Leon's rare league card. Leon's dream, even when he was still champion, was to make Galarian trainers the strongest trainers in the world. In order to fulfill that dream, he has rebuilt Rose Tower into the Battle Tower, a facility dedicated to Pokemon battles. People say that he seems even more lively now than he was as champion. Leon has also commented that another reason he likes the tower so much is because it's impossible to get lost inside. Leon's biggest problem now is apparently coming up with a new signature catchphrase to replace "Let's have a champion time." Still, he looks dapper as hell. We got the DLC characters now, so these are Mustard's normal league cards. Look at him. Mustard is a former fighting type gym leader and is regarded as one of the strongest champions in Galar's history, reigning undefeated for 18 years. His intense drive for strength meant he insisted on discipline, both in himself and in others. His character changed drastically, however, after his post-retirement globetrotting. His sudden purchase of a deserted island added the surprise to those around him. When asked for his reasoning, he always answered with a smile, "There's lots of ways to become strong in this world. I want to see them all." The name Isle of Armor was also his idea. His rarely card, look at him at a young age. This photo was taken about 50 years ago, when Mustard finally defeated the fairy-type gym leader and went on to become champion. He reigned undefeated until he lost his partner Pokémon. After this, his losses started to mount. He remained popular even after losing the mantle of champion, but decided to retire after the league chairman at the time asked him to win in a rigged match. Mustard developed an obsession with video games after his retirement. Apparently, he held off while he was still active in order to maintain his image to his fans. I like how his number is 0. Clara's league card, her regular one. Clara was originally an underground pop singer. She promoted herself as a star that had both cuteness and the virulence of poison. She energetically held live concerts and other events, selling some Clara-themed collectibles that she made herself. But in spite of everything, she only managed to sell 8 copies of her debut album, Crazy for Clara. She decided to becoming a gym leader would help her gain more popularity and has been working toward that goal since. She chose the poison type because it matched her image and there was less competition. Her rarely card. Damn, look at that rat. Okay. The training at the poison type gym was a lot harsher than Clara was ready for, and she gave up after 2 days. It was during this time she saw an ad for the Master Dojo during a late night TV show. The master seemed kind, and Clara thought it would help her become strong without having to try too hard, so she immediately called in to apply. Normally, Clara's sole focus is to be doted on by others, and she only puts the bare minimum into her training. But recently, a new student at the dojo has caused a change in attitude. She now works secretly with her slowbro to better herself. So, good for her that she's trying an honest living now. Once again, if you're playing Pokemon Shield, you would get the normal and rare league cards of Avery, the Pokemon Shield exclusive character. That's your rival in the Isle of Armor. Basically at the same points. And they read as follows. Avery's normal league card states, Avery comes from a long-standing family of psychics. Each psychic-type gym leader of Galar has been from the same bloodline as Avery, and thus, Avery has been destined to bear the burden of gym leader ever since, even before he was born. Ever since he was a child, Avery could freely move things with his mind but lacked other skills, such as teleportation or telepathy. This has caused the rest of his family to label him as a disappointment. Avery has a great deal of respect for Slowpoke, as they go about their business at their own pace, no matter what others say. And his rare league card states, Avery has always been proud and would levitate any opponent who dared defeat him. This behavior caused his status as a gym trader to be revoked. During this time of despair and desperation, his slowpoke has found a flyer at the Master Dojo. The has is not included in that sentence, leading to Avery's current circumstances. Avery caused friction with many of the students initially, but the kindness of Honey and Mustard slowly helped him mellow out and become more friendly. Recently, he has been training hard with his now evolved Slowbro to prove himself better than a certain new student at the dojo. So basically put, Clara and Avery basically go through the same character arcs as, each other in regardless of version, But Clara's good. Honey's regular Lee card. Honey is the former CEO of a trading firm. She met Mustard while visiting Galar during one of her many business trips, and it was love at first sight. They were married shortly afterward. She now works as the dojo matron, cooking, cleaning, advertising, and taking care of finances. She also keeps an eye on the mental health of students. Once more, she's also the creator of Max Soup, Morty. She used the forest mushrooms in her soup as a way to cut costs, and this caused her Pokemon to Gigantamax. Her latest ambition is to sell ready-made Max Soup across the world. Her motto is teamwork. Teamwork. This is the rare league card that you get whenever you donated 3.28 million watts. And this is the information. Honey wasn't a trainer initially, but after spending time with Mustard, she tried it out on a whim. She quickly developed a talent for battle. And the rumor among dojo students is that she may even be on par with Mustard himself. This is a flat-out lie, and you know it. Thanks to taking care of the very powerful Pokemon at the dojo, Honey has also gained a lot of physical strength of her own. She can now handle even powerful Pokemon, like Glade. And that's it. That's a good example. That Glade is a good example, everybody. And finally, the good dad. Peony, regular League card. Peony is a former Steel-type gym leader. His powerful and dynamic battle style meant that anyone stuck in a pinch maintenance had their work cut out for them. To this day, he is known as Steel Peony and has many fans, especially among men. This photo is actually a composite photo made before Peony came to the Crown Tundra. It was originally a poster stuck in a travel planner he had made for his daughter, but she threw it away in short order. Peony liked the way it looked and decided to use it for his League card. And finally, the information that was doled out to us via Oleana, if I ever do show that off, is his rare League card. This is seldom addressed publicly. Peony is, in fact, Rose's younger brother. Peony was compared to his brilliant older brother since he was born, causing him to gradually rebel and become a delinquent. He eventually ran away from home, only to become a gym leader once his talent was recognized. He was even champion once. But shortly afterward, Rose became League chairman. This caused Peony to vanish entirely from the League. The Copper Jaw on Peony's team has been there since it was a Cuffent. How do you say that? How do you say that Pokemon? Cuffent. Yeah, I'm going with that one. It was the first Pokemon Peony caught together with his brother. You wonder what could have happened to them. And of course, you can get all the other League cards based on other trainers that you've met during, all of your battles, Other players' League cards can be displayed as, of course. For example, I have Nathan's. Because this isn't my friend Nathan's. No, it's another Nathan. And of course he would have 5 stars on his league card. I mean, of course he would. And speaking of which, I have 6 stars on my league card. So allow me. So since this is basically the trainer card, allow me to explain how to get those stars. The stars are clearly for bragging rights, but here's how to get them. So getting the stars on your league card is as simple as it sounds. Just beat the main story, complete the story of the Isle of Armor, and complete the story of the Crown Tundra. That basically includes winning your very first Galarian Star Tournament. That's how you get the stars. And at the end of all this, like, wow. I need to update my league card. And also I only made, like, that many types of curry. Oh my god. I really need to do better than that. I really need to do better. So, in order to cap this off, there's something else that, well, now I should probably mention. If I didn't already do so before. Now that you completed the Galarian Star Tournament, that basically means you've done every bit of story in the DLC. And what that means is that if there's any trainer that you wish to rematch, whether it's at Winden Stadium, or Marnie, or Clara and Avery, whichever one, that's when their levels will be boosted into the 70s. So completing the Galarian Star Tournament for the first time basically is the trigger for getting stronger your Pokemon, what basically meaning stronger levels for the teams, even though their movesets will remain the same, and their Pokemon selection. There, I said it. God. Anyway, next time on Pokemon Sword, we've gotten so many legendaries on our travels, whether I transfer them from home or I actually got them from the Max Lair, right? But there are certain legendaries that you can do something a little bit special with them. So what do? Well, we're going to find that out next time on Pokemon Sword. I'm going to get a Giratina. I need to get a Giratina. So when we come back, I'll have a Giratina. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.